Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I am back at it again with another Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 Future Saga Chapter 4 speculation video. Let's talk about Awoken skills. What are the possibilities? What could we see as the next Awoken skill free update for this game, and potentially the final Awoken skill in the game? Who knows? Maybe we'll get multiple Awoken skills. Maybe they'll just go crazy with it, okay? Remember back in, I think it was like 2023 when they added Beast, and then that same year for, I think it was like one of the anniversaries, they also added Ultra Instinct. Like, that was pretty insane, right? It's been a very long time, right? It's been, what, 3 years since we had an Awoken skill? Our last Awoken skill was Ultra Instinct, and how can you get much higher than that, right? Let's go over all the possibilities and why I think some of these Awoken skills are probably not going to be in this game, just because we had the leaks with Xenoverse 3. It's likely that Age 1000 is going to be Xenoverse 3. So if that is the case, they would probably want to save some Awoken skills for that game, right? But I could be absolutely wrong. We're just having a discussion, speculation, predictions. Nothing is official or confirmed here other than the fact that we are getting a Chapter 4 DLC, right? So before we get into this, be sure to drop a like on this video, guys. If you can reach over 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours, I'll do another speculation video. Maybe we'll go over characters and stuff. I don't know. I've done like a million of these at this point in time, but I really wanted to talk about this. So Super Saiyan 4, right? Yeah, I think this ship has sailed. I'm going to be completely honest. I genuinely feel like they are just not adding Super Saiyan 4 anymore. You know, I'm always going to hope for it. I would love if they could do it, but, you know, a lot of things have changed. Like I said, the Xenoverse 3 kind of, you know, leak that was going on, and whatever this Age 1000 is going to be, I feel like they're just going to save Super Saiyan 4 for that game. But I could be wrong. Maybe they'll still add it. Who knows? But, I mean, I just feel like if this is the final DLC, Super Saiyan 4, it would be really good. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like if they're going to do a last final Awoken skill, it would have to be something for all the races, right? If they're exclusively just making it for Saiyans, I mean, I guess, but at the same time, it's like, it's gonna be kind of unfair, you know what I mean? It's like, well, if I don't have a Saiyan, then what the fuck? You know what I mean? But I know most people use Saiyans, so it's not completely out of the question. Again, most Awoken skills that they've added via free updates have been Saiyan Awoken skills because they just have the most amount of forms. But the past two Awoken skills were not exclusive, okay? It was, you know, among every single race, they got Beast as well as Ultra Instinct. So I feel like that would be a good trend just moving forward, and for the last Awoken skill, it would make sense for it to be that as well. So yeah, if they do add Super Saiyan 4, I feel like they're not doing the GT one. I feel like they would just go straight to Daima. That's just because we're recent times and everything, but the reason why I think this ship has sailed is because they had an opportunity with DLC 19 for the Daima pack with Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and they did not fucking do it, okay? Biggest fumble, maybe not of all time, but one of the biggest fumbles of a Dragon Ball game, and Sparking Zero. I'm not trying to throw shade or anything, but they fumble shit as well, okay? Actually, you know what? Dragon Ball Legend's been fumbling shit as too. Bro, what the fuck is with all the Dragon Ball games and just fumbling everything, dog? All right, moving on to Super Saiyan Ros. Oh yeah. Yeah, this one, again, I don't see a reason for them to add this. They had, I guess, an opportunity for DLC 17 to add this as like a new thing. They didn't do it. And when the reason I say that is because there was the new Ultra Super Villain Super Saiyan Ros. So again, could have been a great idea, great concept. They did not fucking do it. And that's the same case when it comes to all the green-haired Super Saiyan forms. Legendary, Full Power, Berserk, whatever you want to call it. I don't think they're going to add this one either, just because that ship has sailed. Okay, same thing with, what is it, Ikari or Rage or Fury. Last DLC, literally Future Saga Chapter 3, we had a new Broly. They didn't add it. Same thing with Future Saga Chapter, 1, DLC 17. They had a new Broly. They didn't add it. What the fuck, right? Like, you had all these opportunities to add one of these Awoken skills, either Rose or Legendary, which is, it's so funny because it's like, when you have a theme around a certain character or transformation, to me, it would make sense to add that form for the custom characters, right? If we didn't have... So, Beast, that happened. Okay, Beast update, Beast DLC. Easy, right? Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, Vegeta update, and you know, SSG SS Evolved Awoken skill came with that one as well, right? Now, when it came to, what is it, the Super Saiyan God update for Awoken skills, that one was, I mean, it had Broly movie-related stuff, and I know, you know, that movie kind of really went hard on Super Saiyan God and gave it more airtime for, you know, Vegeta and Goku. So, yeah, like, the theme around it had some substance, and it made sense, right? But, like, now they literally have just given up on free updates since the Future Saga chapter series began, and even with the Diamond Pack in between, they literally have not done anything with free updates. Like, the free updates have been so ass compared to previous years. I don't know what's going on. I guess they literally said, we just want money at this point, right? So yeah, that's not happening as well. Last Awoken skill that I think they could add, right, would be Orange. But again, I just don't see it happening because it's exclusive to Nomecians. And Nomecians are a very low, like, percentage of the players. So I just don't see that happening. You know, again, it would be cool and I would love it. And I would prefer to have other race transformations. But if, not saying this is what's happening, but if this is the final DLC and they're going to do this as, like, the final update for the game, I just don't see them making the final Awoken skill Orange Nomecian. It's just, like, it's a crate form. It's a new, you know, form and everything. But it's not going to be, like, a super heavy hitter, right? Now, what I think they could do, and you know, what I'm thinking is going to be the final Awoken skill for the game, and this would just make the most sense to me, is going to be the new forms that they've added, okay? Ultra Super Villain. That's the whole theme of Future Saga. The Future Saga series has been Ultra Super Villain, okay? So if they're not doing that, they would have to go with whatever this thing is that they're doing for... I mean, this is just speculation. We have no idea if this is actually going to happen, but I mean, I feel like it's been foreshadowed that there's going to be some type of opposite to Ultra Super Villain, and that's going to be Ultra Superhero, which, I mean, is this fake-ass image that I made on the right side here. And the only reason I say that is because, I mean, you saw it in the little teaser, how it, like, has that swirling effect, and it's, like, this greenish blue turquoise. It's like a Mountain Dew Baja Blast fucking color, right? I have to make that reference because that's, like, one of the best flavors ever. So, yeah, that, if you go on, like, a, I don't know, if like an editing program, and you invert the color of Ultra Super Villain, which is that, like, pinkish purple color, it is literally this, like, greenish color, okay? So, yeah, I think that would be really cool. I love the idea of that. Ultra Super Villain would be a cool Awoken skill, but it just doesn't really make much sense for our character, just because our character is a good guy. But, hey, maybe they do, like I said, a multiple Awoken skill thing where you choose your path. We've been asking for that for fucking an eternity. Like, it's been ridiculous. How many times have we had, like, an opportunity to do some type of, like, oh, you choose the villain side or you become the bad guy? What better way to finish off this game than to tease, like, Xenoverse 3 being a game where you can choose a path, right? And give us, like, a little taste of it in this final DLC. How cool would it be? And I'm not saying, like, they have to make this complete, full, ridiculous story, but they've been doing these path changes in some of these DLCs where you can choose an alternate route, and if you do that, you get a different ending, right? And that's all it has to be, right? It doesn't have to be this entire full story. Now, depending on when this releases and how hard they went, they could do that, right? Remember DLC, was it 6? With the Infinite History, you had all these different paths and things that you could take. Maybe they do that with this, right? Even with Future Saga Chapter 3, they went crazy hard with content. Like, the story was massive, right? Like, not only was, like, the actual, like, canon, I say canon, but, like, the main story pretty big, but they also added that Broly and Chilai, like, dating sim thing, which was also story content. And it was, like, 3 fucking hours of story, dude. It was so long. Like, if you go watch my video, I have, like, a 2-3 hour almost, like, video of that shit. It was huge, and it was so much fun, and I loved it, and I want them to keep doing that. And I say keep doing that, but at least for this DLC, I want this, if this is, again, the final DLC, I want them to go hard as shit, right? So give us 2 Awoken skills, give us the Ultra Super Villain, and the Ultra Superhero Awoken skill. Have them do different things, function differently, make them unique. We haven't had an Awoken skill in God knows how long, right? God knows how long, and it was only like fucking 3 years. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, do it like that, and that would be peak. It would give us a lot to do in the game and keep us kind of held over for a pretty long time, at least, you know, something when you do a lot of content, you know, it'll hold you off for a bit, right? Probably like a couple weeks, maybe a month max, right? But you know what I mean. Like Awoken skills, they add a lot of variety to the game. They give you a lot of different content in terms of it being something for all the races. So then you can like, oh, I want to use Ultra Super Villain form for the other 4 races or whatever. It gives you a lot of variety, and you know, you can just mix and match things, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and I think it would be a great free update. And you know, just feed us little updates in between with, like, you know, if you're gonna do another festival or whatever, that's fine. And then obviously you got to keep us posted and updated on Xenoverse 3, and that'll keep people invested. Okay, it'll keep the fire burning for, you know, until the release of Age 1000, right, which is confirmed for next year as long as nothing gets delayed. So yeah, it would be a perfect way to finish off this game, and I think it would be a generational, like, just concept for the entirety of the Xenoverse series and a Dragon Ball gaming series, right? Like, they've never done this before, where it's like, oh, well, we have a DLC that will tease and lead into the next fucking game. Like, how gas would that be? But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Let me know down in the comments what Awoken skill you want to see. What do you think is most likely going to happen? And we'll talk about this more as we get updates. We are literally like less than a couple weeks away, maybe 2 weeks away from big reveals, right? See you guys next time. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.